Hey guys, I'm Adorn Light Elements. I am a self care coach, a boundaries mentor, registered nurse, and I talk about all things healing and spirituality. Make sure you subscribe by hitting the button below and tapping that notification bell so you won't miss these videos. I am setting intentions for this video to be a lighthearted and insightful conversation to help you look at people pleasing in a different perspective. This video is for educational purpose under the Fair Use Act. All clips and images belong to their prospective owners. Now let's get started.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, alright, that's fine. Okay, I'm feeling too sexy to accept requests.
Let's talk about the movie Friday, the first one. Now, before I start, if you've never seen this movie, I need you to go watch it and come back. Have you ever realized that Craig's whole day was ruined all because he could not say no? This man went through it on this day. He loses his job on his day off. He gets into drama with Smokey. He has all these issues with all these women, and he still tries to please everybody. Craig low key might be the biggest people pleaser that I've seen in the history of movies. Craig is really this chill, laid back dude. He's just a chill guy trying to mind his business. But it seems like him sitting on his porch puts him in everybody else's drama. Let's talk about his best friend. Now, his best friend occupies all his free time, which Craig really needs to be like filling out applications after getting fired. Smokey blatantly disrespects Craig's boundaries. Like, this man is living rent free on his porch for the whole entire day. And not only that, he does this.
I know you don't smoke weed. I know this.
Craig knows his boundaries in the beginning, right? He does not smoke, but Smokey influences him to do this. Now, is it all Smokey's fault? No. But a real friend would not even try to occupy your space with it if they know that's just not what you do. Smokey minimalizes Craig's issues and he pressures him into doing it. And I really just feel like it's a slap in the face. Now, this should have been Craig's first sign to do something else with his time, but this is only the beginning. Smokey straight throws Craig under the bus when Smokey runs into his manager, Big Worm. What? What they got to do with Big Worm? Big Worm want his money, but Smokey needed Craig to be his scapegoat. So now Smokey has not only made this man do something that's out of his boundaries, he now puts responsibility on Craig and him. So now Craig feels obligated to help Smokey work out these problems because now I'm in it. Not only does Smokey minimize Craig frustration with this situation, Smokey says, "Man, I ain't put that to your mouth and force you to smoke it."
What?
Okay, and then Craig is like, "Well, you might as well. Come on, Craig. We'll get you high today." And what Smokey say?
Why you bringing up old shit?
Now, Smokey has absolutely no responsibility and accountability, but Craig enabling his friend behaviors really puts them in the same low vibrational energy. And Craig just brushes everything off. This is classic people pleasing energy. Like, you don't want to hurt your boy and you're trying to be there for him. So you take on problems that aren't yours to fix. It's like you're trying to save people and fix people. Like, let people help themselves. All right. We talked a lot about Smokey and Craig, but now let's talk about Craig's relationship with women, Debbie and Joy. Well, we're going to talk about Joy first because that's my girl. So, Joy gives off this very anxious attachment style, and Craig gives off very avoidant. And this is classic with empaths and people pleasers. People pleaser is going to be avoidant and they're going to just do whatever you want them to do. So, they don't have to hear this. And Joy got a lot of that, baby. Joy gonna give you that mouth. Joy gonna pull up on you too. Craig's inability to soothe Joy's anxious style really shows that he has very poor communication as well. And this is also classic in people pleasers because they usually get very overwhelmed and they can't articulate themselves in time of conflict. So they just try to do whatever it is that they feel will bring down the energy. Now, I know we talked about Smokey and Craig's relationship. We talked about Joy in Craig's relationship, but I believe the biggest sign of him being a people pleaser is exhibited in him and Debbie's relationship. Craig is sprung over Debbie, and rightfully so because Nia Long, what? Girl, she's amazingly beautiful. One of the funniest scenes in this movie is when Debbie comes over and she's waiting on Craig's sister. And so Craig and Debbie are chilling in the living room, right? And Craig literally just got done smoking with with Smokey. And Craig tries to mask. Yes, he's masking, and he puts on this image because he wants Debbie to think like he's this responsible boy, right? Responsible man, and that he's not high. But Debbie, being her empath self, she's like, Craig, are you high? Craig's like, no, no, I'm good. One of the biggest things when you're a people pleaser is wanting to be liked and approved. And he puts Debbie on this pedestal and he has to gain her approval. And so he does anything and says anything for her. This is shown in the ultimate brawl at the end of the movie with Debo and Craig. Now, Debbie is a very strong woman and she stands up for Felicia, which is her sister, um, to Debo. But Craig steps in because, for one, he loves Debbie. He loves Debbie. And Craig wants to save her from Debo. Yeah, typical people pleaser. This also puts this image on Craig, right? Because people pleasers can also be very selfish in their image. Like they're very self aware. And so they know themselves so well and they know what they want to portray. He wants to portray this good guy to the rescue. And look, now don't get me wrong. Standing up for somebody is noble. But Craig is constantly putting himself in harm's way for other people. And at the end of the day, who is helping Craig? Nobody. Craig is forced to move with his cousin Day Day, love Mike Epps, but he is forced to leave his whole life behind solely because now he has caused trouble, not only with Big Worm because of Smokey, not only with Debo because of Debbie, but his family is scared and afraid for his life. All of this has happened because he needs to be approved and liked, in his fear of rejection, in his fear of conflict, of just saying no. Instead of being outside roaming around, he wouldn't have even known what was going on with Debbie. And he should have been in the house focused on himself, filling out applications, figuring out how he gonna get this money by tomorrow. So yes, Craig in the end, he does gain this confidence from this fight that he that was none of his business. But he does gain the confidence and he's able to stand up to somebody that needs to be humbled, right? Because Craig is actually a good guy. Okay? He's just too nice. People pleasers are great people, but they are too nice. And people love to take your kindness for weakness. And Craig's entire day is ruined, all because he couldn't set strong boundaries. Saying that is not my business, I will be busy. Busy and business is your best two excuses when you're a people pleaser. And you're going to feel bad saying it in the beginning, but once you continuously practice that and occupy your space, you really are going to be busy building on self improvement, doing things for yourself. So, what do y'all think? Is Craig the ultimate people pleaser or am I reaching? Drop a comment down below if you've ever been the Craig in your friend group and you're realizing, like, hey, I might need to build some stronger boundaries. And of this self love sessions, what movie do you want me to review next? Boys in the Hood, Juice, or Set It Off? Comment down below. Remember to subscribe to my channel if you enjoyed this video and share it with a friend. As you go about your day being the lovely empath that you are, I want you to remember boundaries don't dim your glow. they protected. I'll see you next time. Bye.